All right. So we're gonna first take a peep inside of a collaboration. A collaboration is when two people decide to merge together just to expand the impact of what they're trying to do, right? So when you look at people who have a collaboration, I'm going to use someone like when you saw All the Smoke fight and Andre Ward pull together. Andre Ward was bringing what he had in boxing, his historic, triumphant gold medal Olympian, multiple world champion, fighter, Hall of Fame career, and brought it to the channel on YouTube, All the Smoke. Now, when that merger came into play, they turned it from All the Smoke to All the Smoke Fight because that's a great collaboration. Andre brings what he has, which is respect in the sport of boxing, and they bring what they had. They had money and they needed branding. Everybody who's got two eyes in their head know that doing something with boxing is going to just elevate whatever it is that you're doing outside of anything else. So that is number one. So these are things that you got to think about when you're building your own career. Just say, for instance, you're building your career, but you are constantly feeling like something's missing. These things that I'm talking about right now are it. That's why these guys are in the top of the food chain. This is why they are vying to stay on top because they understand the moves that you got to make. And if you make the right moves, you're going to get the right impact because you're going to be in the right place and everything is magnified when you're in the right place. When we're talking about collaboration, remember this, you got to have some value first too, because in order for a company to want to do something with you, like we reach over 30 million people every month, right? Just on Instagram alone, we touched 8.1 million accounts. I show my people, I show my coaches, I show all of the people who are under the master boxing tenure, everybody. I show them because we're living these things in real time. And I want those guys to understand how important it is to have value, right? If 8 million accounts, not views, but accounts, got to have a conversation with Master Boxing just in a month. And we reaching over 30 million in viewership. That means over 60 million eyeballs have seen us. Anytime you want to collaborate with anyone, it's gonna be an easy thing to do because you've done your work. A lot of people, and I'm going to give you a good way to run people off. Not approach people and you haven't accomplished anything. You want to run people off in a collaboration world. Don't reach up to someone who's done so much more than you that you bring no value unless you're operating at a different kind of level, meaning you got maybe some golden gloves up under your hand, or you've established a business and you got traction. It's just not big yet in social media. Always bring something, or if you've invented something that's crazy, or if you have a very unique skill set and ability that's scalable, all right, that like you could really, like you look a certain way, you 7 foot tall, or you got a body that just is out of this world, or your face should be on a side of a building. You got to bring something that's going to amplify the thing. So when you're going to collaborate, things that you need to do, have something very unique, not because you think you can fight. That ain't enough. That ain't unique. You're one loss away. So never rely on that unless you 30-0 and you smoke cats and you just have done it in smaller cities. Here's another thing that you got to do. Make sure that you have no other discretions of things that's going to pop up, because when you collaborate, you can stain someone else's brand if something pops up on you. Collaborations are a big deal. When you come and people ask to do things with us, most of the time we're going to say no because they haven't established anything, nothing that we can look at and be excited about. So if you're going to approach us, you always got to make sure that you have your ducks in a row and that you understand being professional, because the only people we're doing things with are established brands and networks, okay, and organizations that have established themselves. And so if you're new, then it's key that you have real backing, an economic kind of empire behind you that you don't have to worry about tanking out, because we don't stop here. And so that's one of the things that you want to think about when you're collaborating with someone. Okay.